Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator working in Scotland, and today I'm giving you a wee sneak peek from the new catalogue, some products that I have from the new catalogue. The new catalogue launches on Friday, and hopefully I'll publish this later today, which is Wednesday. We're on Wednesday the 29th, Wednesday the 30th. Oh my goodness, 30th of May today. And the catalogue launches on Friday the 1st of June. Gosh, see, I'm so excited, my head's pickled. I'm really excited about this catalogue. It's probably the best one I've seen, or the one that's excited me the most since I started working with Stampin' Up! 2.5 years ago. Every catalogue's been great, but for me this one is just superb. I was at On Stage, our corporate event, in April when the catalogue was launched to us demonstrators, and we did get to use some of the products, and we came away with some products. So I'm going to use two products that I left the corporate event On Stage with to show you another version of these cards. Now, because I've only got a few things from the new catalogue already, I can't wait to order some more when it launches on Friday. But I have this stamp set, which I think already shown you. It's called Rooted in Nature. It's a two box stamp set. It's beautiful trees. It complements the stamp set that Stampin' Up! Have had for a long time called Lovely as a Tree. I think it's one of our best sellers. But this one complements it, and we've got leaves, we've got the inside of a tree trunk, we've got some fir trees, a Scots pine, and I would say that's probably an oak tree, a big deciduous tree anyway, and some really nice sentiments here. So, to thank you for all you do. Words are never enough. Just for you. You're wonderful. Thinking of you. And this one I really like. Be strong, be happy, be you. So when I was showing you some of the items that I made to put in with my catalogues, which I have posted to my customers now, I did show you this set because I used that sentiment in the bookmark that I made for my customers and for interested people. So if you would like a catalogue, get in touch with me and I will get one sent out to you as quickly as possible. But without more ado, I'm going to show you. I'm using this stamp set, which during the event we did some make and takes, and we got to make some cards using some of the products. So at each table, there were tables of 8 people, and at each table there was a box of product for us to use for our make and takes. And at the end, they get divvied up between all the people at the table. So I was lucky enough to choose this set, and I think it's fantastic. And also during the event, we have something called Prize Patrol, and I won this set. Now at first I have to say, I didn't really see the possibilities in it, but the more I see what other people do and the more I play with it, the more ideas I'm coming up with. So I'm actually going to use that in this card today that we're going to make together. I'm just putting them to the side just now. I am also using my layering circle dies, the two biggest ones, the plain one and the not serrated, but oh, my words are just not there. You have to help me to replace my words. Oh my goodness, when you get past a certain age it's really difficult to remember all your words. But anyway, what I was trying to say is I do have the stamp set, but I don't have the designer series paper that goes with this set yet. It's called Nature's Poem. But I made this myself, the background, with stamping the leaves, and there is a paper in that set that has these skeleton leaves stamped on it. So I thought, I can just do that myself. And I'm also going to use this dynamic embossing folder to get the leaf texture with that as well, so we'll be using that. So what I did to start me off is I made my own designer series paper, and how I do that is I could show you the paper that I mimicked for this, however we're not allowed to show you the inside of the catalogue until after it's launched. So for this card I'm actually going to use I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry and Crumb Cake, which are two colours that we've had. And that one I used two new colours. That one is Grapefruit Grove and Mint Macaron. This time I'm using two colours that we've had in our colour range for quite some time. So I've got two circles for the greeting. Put them aside just now. Managed to have two of these. I've cut two of everything. That's what I usually do, is make two of everything. Okay, so I've got my basic card again, just my usual style, half a sheet of A4 cut in half long ways and folded in half to give you a base card. And then I've cut a mat in the Rich Razzleberry, and it's 14.4 by 10.1 centimetres. Right, so we'll pop that out the way for the moment. Now I've taken a full sheet of Very Vanilla, the thin one for stamping on. I've mounted up the two skeleton leaves, there's a small one and a larger one. And as I said, I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry. Gosh, look at the mess of that. Leaked everywhere, but hey, it works, it's fine. And Crumb Cake. Hope this is going to work. So I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry first. I'm going to ink it up and stamp. It really is rich. Now I'm just randomly stamping around. You could do first and second generation stamping, so you could do both. You just basically randomly cut. Gosh, I forgot to do that twice, didn't I? I tried to be random. Random's difficult, do you know that? Haha, so line it. That's okay though. I think I like the second generation best, but that's fine. So pop that out of the way. We'll clean all that up later, and then we'll stamp the smaller leaf. And I'm going to overlap this over some of them. You can fill the gaps, or you can now these leaves would be, there is a die set to go with this, I don't have that yet, but these leaves would be quite easy to cut out. That's probably enough. What do you think? It's giving a completely different effect. So I'm going to put that. I'm just going to, I think, just maybe a couple off the page a bit. Now I'll easily be able to make 4 of these cards with this sheet. no, I've got my greeting to do, so I'll keep that open. I'll just put that up out of the way just now, just to dry a bit, and then you need to tell me where I've put things. Here we go. Right, then I've got my circle to stamp on. Here. So I'm going to do the greeting in the rich raspberry, which is well because I've just smudged a bit of rich raspberry in the middle, and I'm going to stamp with the swirly frames. I'm going to use the circle, which I have already established bits in there. Now, because this is so flexible, you know, you might not get a proper circle if you just try to stick it on like that. It could go a bit distorted. So what to do is turn it upside down and just leave it there for a moment or two and let it relax, and then pick it up with the block. Okay, and then I'm going, because that's bigger, I'll just take the ink to the stamp. Just going to do the circle, the stitchy looking bit, the swirls with the just inking up. There was a wee break there if you think something happened. The problem I've got, for some reason my camera cuts out after 20 minutes, so if I think I'm going to be more than 20 minutes, I make the film in 2 halves. So that was why I stopped it there. Sometimes I have to stop because the door goes or the phone goes, or anyway, excuse my head. Just stamp that down. Turn it upside down. There you've got, it's a wee bit squeaky, but I actually think that adds to the appearance, to be honest. And I'll stamp the greeting with the rich raspberry. So this one I'm actually going to put "You Are Wonderful." Use the other greeting that's in that set. You are wonderful. There we go. So that's that bit. So that's our stamping out of the way. So we'll just make sure it's dry. Just get some glue. Nothing in that one. Oh, this one's full. This is one we were using earlier, so I'll just get the ink of that. Okay. So I'm just using my multi glue, my liquid glue here, and just pop that together. Because I've used the largest, I've not got the word for that at all. You'll have to can you comment on I should have been doing a live and then you could have told me as I went, yeah, because you're all wonderful. Scalloped edge, there you go. I wasn't going to rest until I got it. So that's that bit ready. Then, oh, we need to cut our leaves now. So put the lid on the glue for the moment. I can close the ink and I'll bring my trimmer in and chop our paper up. I'm actually quite like, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this or not, but you don't know till you try. So I need to cut 2 panels here, and they need to be 14. Put this one out of the way. We only need 1 panel for this just now, so we'll cut. And it needs to be 9.7 centimetres, because I use 4 centimetre increments. Other people sometimes use 5, but I use 4. So you'll see what I mean here. That I'll mat onto that. Oops. Do you see they'll mat together. So I'm just going to pop this through the Big Shot. And to put it in now. I'm going to lay it down there. Close that over. I'm just going to run it through the Big Shot. I'm not bringing the Big Shot under the film because it's just a nuisance. Just run it. When you're running these through the Big Shot, you only need one of the plates. There you go. Can you see the texture in that? Isn't that fantastic? Right, so that's that. So we're ready to, excuse me while I bounce on my chair. I was sliding off. You don't want me to land on the floor while we're making a film. So again, I'm running some Tombow around the edge of this. We're going to mat it there on the mat. Whoops, need to get you to move a bit. Doesn't want, whoops. The reason for the wet glue is it does give you a minute or two slip, but if you put too much pressure on, it goes sliding too far. You do get that bit of slip so that you can line it up nicely, and when that's dry, that Tombow's really firm. So that's that bit. Now on this one I used our beautiful lace, which again has carried over from, I just love it, look at it, it's just beautiful, very vanilla lace. And we've got this rich raspberry in the new catalogue, rich raspberry velvet ribbon. I totally love it. I think it's really lush. So I think I might use that on this one since we're using rich raspberry. What do you think? That or the lace? What bit of both? We'll just use the rich raspberry today. Right, so where are my scissors? Like my snips, I've probably left them in the room next door. I had a lady down to do a class this morning, so I did leave some things through there by accident. Not cleared everything up yet. So that's actually not quite sure how I'm going to achieve this. I think sometimes you're better with if I can reach it, a tape runner. I'm still using up my fast fuse actually. That ribbon is just, there's another bit. I think it's been pulled a wee bit and it's just a bit, that would be better for tying, but we'll use this bit or some of this bit. I keep losing things, what am I like? And where did I put those scissors? I've lost another pair. How can you lose scissors? I've not moved off the seat. Oh, good grief. Right, let's get moving. I'm just going to put a wee bit of fast fuse on the back there. I'll just stick that one down there, and then I'm just using eyesight here. Probably got a bit much there, in fact I will trim that. Right. And then I'll stick this down on the base card using the fast fuse. Because the velvet ribbon is that bit thicker, I still need to get some tearing tape that would do the same job as the fast fuse. So I don't think there's any fast fuse left, and it's not in the new catalogue, so if you don't have it already, you can't really have it. Anyway, so I'm going to pop this on to my card. I always put the ribbon part on first. Just line that up. There we go. We'll get some dimensionals. We'll put some You Are Wonderful. We'll put some dimensionals here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Do you think I'm going to make it before the film runs out? I'm very chilled out today. I've had 3 days off work and I have really unwound. And crafting is just my favourite thing to do when I'm not working. So I'm going to pop the You Are Wonderful with the wonderful sitting on the line of the ribbon, because that pleases my eye. And I like the way that actually that I've the swirly thing is to the side of the circle piece, because it draws the eye in. It's really good. And I'm just going to pop a bit of ribbon through here. I'm not actually going to tie a bow, I'm just going to tie a wee knot, if it will let me. There we go. And we'll just trim that. Now I know you're screaming at me for being wasteful, but I'll keep that and use it for something else. I can hear you screaming. It is lush ribbon. There's that part. I'm just going to add some little elements if I can find them. So we have some beautiful pearls, coloured pearls. I had other things but they've disappeared. Oh, here they are. And there's wee bits. These came with the Love What We Do and Share What We Love. Love that. So we're in my pokey too, and see, we've got some there that will go just nicely. I can get them out. Don't want to come out, so I think we'll put 3 in a row down here. 1, 2, 3, and one of these pretty flowers that we've got on the others. This comes with the Share What You Love suite, but you can buy the box separately, although the petals don't come in it, just these little stick-on flowers. And I'm just going to put that at a jaunty angle at the side. There you go, let's tidy up. So there you go. Same method, 2 different colourways, gives you a completely different look. What do you think? be interested to hear what you think. And as I say, there is a designer series paper coming out. It's called Nature's Poem and it's got these leaves on. I totally love these sleeves and I am thinking they would be really nice heat embossed and cut out. I've seen one or two things done with that and there's loads of ideas for this, but that's just a start for you. If you have these products or you're thinking of getting these products, there's some ideas for you. If you live locally to me, remember that I do offer one-to-one classes or group sessions. If you want to come along to something, just let me know and we'll organise something to suit you. Okay, thanks for sticking with it. Please subscribe to my channel so that you get to know what's coming out next. And all the links to my blog, where you'll find the measurements and the link to my shop, are in the description box below. And again, if you would like me to send you out a catalogue, then just get in touch with me and I'll get that done for you. Okay, thank you very much for watching.